Ducks show their happiness by wagging their tails, especially when eating or drinking water. 2. Strawberries, unlike most fruits, have their seeds on the outside. 3. To get the most benefit from coffee, it's best to drink your first cup 2 to 3 hours after waking up. 4. The most dangerous and beautiful road in the world is the Atlantic Ocean Road in Norway, which crosses islets and reefs. 5. Did you know that when dogs tilt their heads while listening to their owner, they do it to better understand familiar words? Mirror hours occur when the hour and minutes show the same numbers, like 11:11. Some people believe these times have a special meaning. 7. There are trees that can walk, called Socratea exoryza. They are found in the jungles of Latin America and use their roots to slowly move in search of better sunlight. 8. The name Wendy became popular thanks to Peter Pan and is still widely used today. 9. In Japan, an underwater mailbox, located 10 meters deep off the coast of Sumatra, receives over 1,000 letters per year. This curious phenomenon has gone viral worldwide. 10. Spice and spicy food in general help improve memory in adults. 11. In the United States, there is a trend where some people marry themselves, known as sologamy. 12. Hot air is less dense than cold air, as seen in hot air balloons that rise when the air inside is heated. 13. Hotuan, a village near Hangzhou, China, was abandoned in the 1990s due to a lack of jobs and is now completely overrun by nature. 14. Did you know that 50 years ago, astronaut Charles Duke left a photo on the moon during the Apollo 16 mission? And it's still there? 15. Some flowers resemble animals in shape, like the bee orchid, monkey orchid, flying duck orchid, or bird orchid. 16. During the 1880s, several original designs were considered for the construction of the Eiffel Tower, but engineer Gustav Eiffel's design was chosen and became a global icon. 17. Alieno Unum. It's an electric supercar of Bulgarian origin, famous for its stunning design and more than 20 motors. 18. Did you know that camels store fat in their humps, not water, as is commonly believed? 19. About 25% of all songs on Spotify have never been played. 20. Approximately 10% of the population is left-handed. Pine trees can predict rain. A closed pine cone on a pine tree indicates humid air, suggesting it may rain soon. 22. Did you know that actor Nicolas Cage is an avid comic book collector and once owned a copy of Action Comics, famous for being the first comic to feature Superman? 23. Aquasonic is an innovative band that plays music underwater, using advanced techniques to produce sounds that can be enjoyed while submerged. 24. The peregrine falcon is the fastest bird, reaching speeds of nearly 320 kilometers per hour, especially when diving to catch its prey. 25. Did you know that learnability is the ability to constantly learn new things to stay relevant in today's fast-changing world? 26. Archaeologists found fossilized breadcrumbs from 14,000 years ago in Jordan, suggesting that bread existed before agriculture and may have motivated its development. 27. Crocodiles are more closely related to birds than to lizards. This surprising fact is because both groups belong to the archosaur clade. 28. Electricity, in the form of an electrical signal, travels along copper wires at a speed close to that of light, about 300,000 kilometers per second. 29. In professional tennis tournaments, balls are usually changed every 7 to 9 games to ensure consistent bouts. 30. This impressive bridge, which cost millions of dollars, is one of China's latest architectural developments. The Ruyi Bridge, standing 140 meters tall. 31. Cats rub their heads when they need to mark their territory, using scent glands located on their face, ears, and neck. 32. If you have no debt and a net worth of 0, you're richer than 25% of the world's population. 33. Urban birds have developed faster and higher-pitched songs compared to rural birds. 34. Did you know that Gibraltar's airport is unique in the world because its runway crosses a road, forcing traffic to stop when a plane is landing or taking off? 35. Cows have best friends and can become stressed if they are separated from them. 36. Basketball player Michael Jordan became famous in the NBA for his incredible jumping ability. 37. Food tasters often use gold utensils so they don't alter the flavor of the food. 38. Goldfish can remember things for months, not just seconds, as commonly believed. 39. The Royal Clipper is the largest sailing ship in the world, with 5 masts and 42 sails. 40. Belgium went without a formal government for 652 days between 2018 and 2020, ruled only by interim administrations. 41. The caterpillar of the emperor moth measures about 70 millimeters long and 15 millimeters in diameter. 42. This is Methuselah, the oldest known living tree, a bristlecone pine over 4,300 years old, located in California's Inyo National Forest. 43. A sneeze can exit the mouth at speeds between 110 and 150 km/h and reach up to 8 meters, showing its surprising force. 44. In 2019, the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami became the first NFL stadium to host a drone race, showcasing its capacity for innovative events. 45. The BMW Isetta was a quirky car produced between 1955 and 1962, known for its compact design and unique front door. 46. SpongeBob was originally named SpongeBoy Ahoy, but the name had to be changed due to copyright issues. 47. Bolivia recognizes the 3 Cifran languages, but only Spanish is officially recognized. 48. All disposable batteries lose up to 25% of their charge after a year, even if they remain unopened. 49. Chess boxing is a sport that combines rounds of chess and boxing. The winner is the one who triumphs in either discipline. 50. Did you know the earthy smell we sense when it rains is caused by a chemical produced by soil bacteria? 51. Before the year 1600, during the Middle Ages, giraffes were called camelopards due to their resemblance to a mix between a gazelle and a leopard. 52. The pygmy seahorse measures only 2 centimeters and is native to the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico. 53. It's estimated that about 8.6 million lightning bolts strike the Earth every day, roughly 100 per second. 54. In 1992, a meteorite struck a Chevy Malibu in New York, becoming one of the most well-documented events of its kind. 55. The largest camera ever built was constructed in the early 20th century, weighing 640 kilograms and measuring 4 meters in length. 56. Despite popular belief, coconuts are not native to Hawaii. They are believed to have floated across the ocean and germinated on the islands. 57. In the United Arab Emirates, drones are used to inject salts into clouds to help stimulate rainfall. 58. In Thailand, the fishing village of Khao Phangi is famous for being built on floating stilts by Javanese fishermen. 59. Some butterflies have wings that camouflage with their environment to avoid predators, like the Greta Otto butterfly, which has transparent wings. 60. According to several studies, the happiest song in the world is Mr. Blue Sky by the band Electric Light Orchestra. 61. The coconut crab is the largest land crab in the world and can weigh up to 4 kilograms. 62. By definition, fog allows visibility of less than 1 kilometer, while mist allows visibility beyond 1 kilometer. 63. Italy is the only European country shaped like a boot. It's a beautiful place with a rich history and culture. 64. The smallest spider in the world is the long-legged spider, measuring only 0.3 millimeters, one of the strangest creatures on the planet. 65. The cassowary, native to Australia, is known as the most dangerous bird in the world. 66. In the past, toothbrushes were made using bristles from animals like pigs or horses. Today, they are mostly made with nylon bristles. 67. Approximately 80% of orange cats are male. 68. The human nose can remember up to 50,000 different scents, according to updated data on olfactory capability. 69. This is the most extreme obstacle course in the world, located in China. 70. In the Roncalli Circus in Germany, instead of using real animals, they use holograms, showing how this circus is at the forefront of technology and modern wonders. 71. The city with the most millionaires is London, while the city with the most billionaires is Beijing, even surpassing New York. 72. Some species of jellyfish, like Aurelia aurita, can clone themselves when injured. 73. There are more statues of lions in the world than real lions. 74. The jackfruit is the largest tropical fruit on the planet. It can weigh up to 55 kilos and measure up to 90 centimeters in length. 75. This incredible hotel, 8 meters tall, was not built upward but downward, inside an abandoned quarry in Hangzhou, China. 76. In Israel's capital, a Lego tower 36 meters tall was built, becoming the tallest structure made from Lego bricks. 77. Carnivorous plants can count how many times their prey touches their sensitive hairs before closing. 78. Puss in Boots exists in real life. His name is Snout. 79. Fingernails grow faster on a person's dominant hand. 80. Blue whale calves can gain up to 90 kiloliters per day, setting a growth record among animals. These majestic marine creatures are the largest living beings on the planet, both in length and weight. 81. Did you know the difference between antique, vintage, and retro is based on age? Antique is over 100 years old, like Victorian furniture. Vintage is between 20 and 100 years old, like Frank Sinatra records. Retro refers to modern objects that imitate older styles, like 60s-inspired clothing. 82. The Sydney Opera House in Australia is one of the most recognizable buildings of the 20th century and was designed by Danish architect Jørn Utzon. 83. Did you know that if a watch says it's water-resistant up to 30 meters, it actually only resists splashes? 84. Damascus, the capital of Syria, is considered the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world, with at least 11,000 years of history. 85. The tree under which Isaac Newton discovered gravity still stands in Lincolnshire, England. 86. The hermit crab is an endangered species that inhabits arid areas of Europe, Asia, and Africa. It is distinguished by its white and black plumage and its long, curved beak. 87. The Olympic rings in the Olympic Games represent the union of countries from 5 continents through 5 interlocking rings. 88. Did you know Earth's rotation is slowing down, which causes days to gradually become longer over time? 89. The island of Tuvalu in Oceania is the 4th smallest country in the world and supports its economy each year by selling the da.tv web domain. 90. Peanuts, also known as groundnuts, are not true nuts, but legumes. 91. During summer, in certain regions of the northern hemisphere, the sun never sets, like in Canada, Greenland, Alaska, and parts of Russia. 92. Hot water can freeze faster than cold water, a phenomenon known as the Mpemba effect, which still puzzles scientists. 93. Most world maps are inaccurate due to the Mercator projection, which distorts sizes. For example, it shows Alaska nearly the same size as Brazil, and exaggerates Greenland's size by about 15 times. A truly accurate map would have to be spherical, not flat. 94. Artist David Choe painted a mural in Facebook's early offices in 2005 and was paid in stock. Today, those shares have turned his artwork into an unimaginable fortune. 95. Tropical rainforests cover less than 6% of the Earth's surface, but are home to more than 50 of the planet's species, including millions of plants, animals, and insects. 96. In Germany, there is a monorail built in 1897 that still transports 25 million passengers every year. 97. A galactic year is the time it takes for the Sun and the Solar System to orbit the center of the Milky Way. It can last between 225 and 250 million Earth years. 98. Male deer shed and regrow their antlers every year. 99. Basketball was invented by a teacher in Springfield, Massachusetts, to keep his students active during the winter. 100. The Burj Khalifa in Dubai is currently the tallest building in the world, standing at 828 meters. 101. Paragliding with birds is a variation of the sport in which trained birds fly alongside paragliders. 102. The original Batmobile from the 1966 Batman series was sold for $4.2 million. Only one was made, making it an extremely valuable collector's item. 103. This aircraft carrier generates more than 500 tons of purified water per day. 104. Kabai ducklings are beloved worldwide for their connection to happiness, joy, and positive energy. 105. Fireflies demonstrate how bioluminescence works, the emission of cool light by living organisms. Males and females use it to attract each other. 106. Bananas naturally grow upward from their stems, but as they ripen, they bend downward, forming their characteristic curved shape. 107. Human hair grows approximately 15 to 16 centimeters per year. 108. Xiaomi's first electric car, the U7, was developed in just 3 years, marking its debut in the automotive industry with promises of innovation. 109. The golden circle on the Portuguese flag represents an armillary sphere, an astronomical instrument used by Portuguese navigators. 110. A unique curiosity about California is that it is home to the tallest tree in the world, named Hyperion, which stands over 115 meters tall. Polar bear fur is transparent, but appears white due to the light it reflects. 112. The screwdriver was invented 100 years before screws and was originally used to remove nails. 113. The smallest desert in the world is in Canada and is called Carcross. It's surrounded by lakes and mountains. 114. The first modern novel is considered to be Don Quixote, written by Miguel de Cervantes and published in 2 parts in 1605 and 1615. 115. Cucumbers are a powerful natural repellent against cockroaches. 116. The Savannah cat is a hybrid between a domestic cat and an African serval. It is the largest cat you can have as a pet, and its personality is more like that of a dog. 117. In Tokyo, food deliveries are made by robots. 118. James Cameron sold the script for The Terminator to another production company on the condition that he would direct it. The film was a huge success and spawned iconic phrases. 119. Did you know that rainbows are actually round? From the ground, we only see part of them, but from an airplane or high places, you can sometimes see a full circle. 120. The Industrial Revolution, which began in the United Kingdom in the 17th century, transformed agricultural and artisanal economies into industrial and mechanized ones. Writing was invented independently in Mesopotamia, Egypt, and China around the same time. 122. The Hyundai logo represents a handshake between a salesperson and a customer, reflecting the company's vision of trust. 123. Tristan da Cunha is the most remote inhabited place on Earth. It's located in the South Atlantic, with the nearest city 2,173 kilometers away, on St. Helena Island. The longest time a message in a bottle has floated at sea before being found was nearly 108 years and 4 months. Rice is the staple food for more than half of the world's population. It is grown in over 100 countries and has thousands of varieties. In addition to his role as president, Abraham Lincoln worked as a licensed bartender in his youth, a little-known part of his life. This is the new safety barrier system in Korea, made with rotating EVA rubber cylinders, which can save thousands of lives. Monaco is the most densely populated country in the world, with 19,361 people per square kilometer. The Nyctibius griseus, also known as the ghost bird, is a nocturnal bird that camouflages during the day in trees and hunts insects at night. 130. Paper can only be recycled about 6 times before its fibers weaken. 131. Broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts all come from the same plant species, modified only through selective breeding. 132. The largest indoor water park in the world, Tropical Islands Resort, is near Berlin in Brandenburg, just an hour away. 133. German chocolate cake did not originate in Germany. It was invented by a family in Texas, USA. 134. The theremin is a musical instrument played without physical contact. Its antennas allow control of pitch and volume with hand movements. 135. The Fata Morgana phenomenon is a complex optical illusion caused by light refraction. It can make us see cities, mountains, or ships floating in the air. The Shar-Pei dog produces and stores large amounts of hyaluronic acid, which gives it its thick, wrinkled skin. 137. The tripod fish has fin extensions that allow it to rest on the sea floor. The small plastic table in the center of a pizza was invented in 1974 to prevent the box lid from squashing the pizza. The North Pole has no solid ground. It's just frozen water, making it a natural wonder that challenges our understanding of geography. The first hard drive was invented by IBM in 1956 and weighed over 1 ton. Quokkas are Australian marsupials known as the happiest animals in the world due to their smiling facial expression. Canadian banknotes are virtually indestructible as they are made from a plastic polymer. The Space 220 restaurant at Disney World, Florida, simulates a space journey through a special elevator. The Congo River in Central Africa is the deepest river in the world, reaching depths of up to 200 meters. The taste of honey depends on the flower from which the nectar is collected. In 2015, footballer Cristiano Ronaldo gifted his agent a Greek island as a wedding present, valued between $3 and $50 million. The sun is actually white when viewed from space or high altitudes, but from Earth, it appears yellow, orange, or even red due to atmospheric scattering. The tendon of the palmaris longus muscle is disappearing in human evolution. 15% of people no longer have it. Shark skeletons are made of cartilage, not bone like most fish. The shortest commercial flight in the world lasts just 1.5 minutes and runs between 2 Scottish islands. The zoetrope, invented in 1834, was one of the first animation techniques. The Burj Al Arab Hotel in Dubai offers guests a 24-karat gold-covered iPad during their stay. This is the Bailong elevator, the tallest and fastest in the world, standing 335 meters high and located in a park in China. The first living being to travel into space was a dog named Laika. A curious fact about Elvis Presley is that he only performed outside the United States in 3 Canadian cities due to his fear of flying. According to scientific studies, intelligent people tend to have more copper in their hair. In Germany, there is a bridge called Rakottsbrücke, decorated to look like it was built with giant Lego pieces. In the 17th century, men, including King Louis XIV, wore high heels as a symbol of status, leading to a competition over who wore the highest ones. An atoll is a circular island formed by coral reefs surrounding a lagoon. Essentially, an island surrounded by water and corals. In Finland, according to their general culture, there are more saunas than vehicles, reflecting their importance in Finnish daily life. In India, there are bridges over 500 years old, made from living roots that get stronger with age. The wandering albatross has the largest wingspan of any living bird. The only 5 countries in the world that do not have airports are Monaco, the Vatican, San Marino, Andorra, and Liechtenstein. The name of the first video uploaded to YouTube was Me at the Zoo. It was uploaded on April 23, 2005. Currently on the social networking site Instagram, around 1,000 selfies are posted every 10 seconds. At the top of Mount Everest, there are rocks that were at the bottom of the sea 450 million years ago, as marine fossils have been found in these rocks. In the city of Copenhagen, Denmark, more than 40% of people get to work or school by bicycle. Despite competing with each other, platforms such as Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and others sometimes collaborate, sharing content and offering more options to viewers. This is the comparison of the size of the jaw of a great white shark with that of a megalodon. On the island of in Denmark, the largest kite festival in Europe is celebrated, one of the most sought-after cultural curiosities of the region. The Twitter bird is called Larry, in honor of Larry Bird, the basketball legend. At Yale University, there is a library with translucent marble walls, instead of windows to protect books from direct sunlight. The feet contain about 25% of all the bones in the human body. The lifetime effort of 12 bees is equal to producing honey, equivalent to 1 teaspoon. The important Beaver Dam in Alberta, Canada, is the largest in the world. On old maps, drawings of sea monsters indicated uncharted territories and dangerous waters. There are super small elephants, like the ones found in Sri Lanka. There is evidence that the Tyrannosaurus rex may have had feathers at some stage of its life, especially in its juvenile stages. This is the Stairway to Heaven in Austria, part of the Via Ferrata section called Proto Donner Kogel, which is 700 meters above the abyss. The Goliath beetle is one of the largest insects in the world, reaching lengths of up to 11 centimeters. At Amsterdam Airport, there is a very striking clock where it seems that someone paints the hands every minute, but in reality, it is just an illusion created by a pre-recorded video. This is how bicycles have evolved throughout history, from the first bicycles without pedals to today's modern bicycles. Artist Scar Weir created a San Francisco-inspired sculpture using over 100,000 toothpicks, and it took him 35 years of work. Changing the oil in a Bugatti Bayon can be extremely expensive, with prices ranging from $20,000 to $25,000. This is a pure gold replica of Leo Messi's left foot, unveiled at a famous Tokyo jewelry store, where it will sell for around 4 million euros. Istanbul is the only city on 2 continents, Europe and Asia. Some animals can purr but not roar, like lions. An Earth-like exoplanet with a temperature of 40 degrees Celsius that could support life has been discovered, called Gliese 12b. The lines or trails left by airplanes when they fly are composed mainly of ice crystals and do not pollute the environment. Starfish move by propelling themselves across the surface, alternating the water pressure on their suction cups. It is estimated that 80% of the lights we see in the sky are binary systems, that is, two stars that appear to be one from our perspective. The Great Wall of China, considered one of the modern wonders, is not a continuous wall, but a series of disconnected walls that stretch for thousands of kilometers. Red pandas stand up and extend their claws when they feel threatened. In the Philippines, there is a multicolored eucalyptus tree that is a true natural masterpiece. The Audi RS e-tron is an electric car that made history by winning the Dakar Rally. There is a fish called bluefish that has turquoise blue flesh and is found on the west coast of North America. In the state of Mexico, there is a native flower called chocolate cosmos that gives off an aroma identical to that of chocolate, although it is not edible. Did you know that the Tamagotchi was a popular electronic toy launched in 1996, where users cared for a virtual pet on a screen using just 3 buttons? This is the RV Ice and Snow Festival in China, which features ice and snow sculptures and structures during the Chinese winter. The Philippines is made up of 7,641 islands. This is the first fuel recharging robot, invented in China for gas stations. Finland was recently named the happiest country in the world for the 7th consecutive year. In 2017, a swarm of 20,000 bees followed a car because their queen was trapped inside. The fire extinguishing ball is a real device that activates upon contact with fire and is used to extinguish fires quickly and effectively. The Russian albino seal is a rare species with red fur and blue eyes, and it is always at risk of being rejected by its colony due to its appearance. The border between India and Pakistan is visible from space due to the lights installed by the Indian government. The first color television broadcast took place in the United States in 1953, revolutionizing visual entertainment and becoming one of the 10 events that changed television history. Antarctica is governed by the Antarctic Treaty, which focuses on peace, science, and international cooperation. Goodyear almost launched glowing tires in 1960, but abandoned the idea because they caused distractions. Google used camels equipped with 360-degree cameras to photograph potential locations and add them to Google Maps. Falling from the surface of the Earth to its core would take approximately 42 minutes. Although many believe that North America refers only to the United States, it actually also includes Canada, Mexico, and the countries of Central America, forming part of a beautiful and diverse world. This is how blue macaws were saved from extinction, inspired by the movie Rio. The Beatles' Abbey Road album was originally going to be called Everest. Cleveland was the 5th largest city in the United States in 1920, after Detroit, Philadelphia, Chicago, and New York, where thousands of families lived surrounded by the urban wonders of the era. Did you know that raccoons wash their food before eating it, mimicking the movements of their ancestors who hunted in water? Qatar, Oman, and San Marino are countries with virtually no forests, while Russia, Brazil, and Canada have the largest forests in the world. Mosquitoes are considered the deadliest animals on the planet. This map shows the most popular YouTube channels in each country. The Andromeda Galaxy is a massive spiral galaxy near the Milky Way and is visible from Earth. This is the impressive transparent viewpoint suspended in the void over the French Alps. In the Netherlands, near the capital of Belgium, there is a 212-meter cycling path that crosses through water, offering an unusual landscape and serving as an attraction for cyclists. The Tristan da Cunha rail is considered the smallest flightless bird in the world, measuring approximately 17 centimeters in length. Did you know that ice cream is considered vanilla only if it contains natural vanilla extract? Otherwise, it's called vanilla flavored. Hong Kong has more Rolls-Royce cars per capita than anywhere else. This is partly due to the concentration of wealth in the city, as well as the culture of luxury and prestige associated with the Rolls-Royce brand. Elephants can communicate over long distances using seismic signals, which are underground vibrations they produce. The Technical University of Munich has slides that allow students to quickly descend from the third floor. The stirrup, located in the middle ear, is the smallest bone in the human body, measuring about 3 millimeters in length. This is a photograph of the iceberg that sank the Titanic, taken the following morning by the captain of another ship passing through the area. Did you know that the size change optical illusion occurs when the eye misinterprets the size of an object due to its visual context? Rabbits cannot sweat. They regulate their body temperature through their ears, a unique adaptation shared with other small animals. The longest recorded time between the birth of twins is 87 days. This is the restaurant where food is served via a roller coaster. It's called Roller Coaster and is located in the United Kingdom. There is an island in Thailand known as Chicken Island or Koh Gai in Thai. It gets its name because its shape resembles the head and neck of a chicken. The vampire crab is known for its beauty. It is nocturnal and shy and typically lives for 1 to 2 years. Did you know that a defy is a tiny unit of time equal to 1/100th of a second? It's the time it takes for light to travel 1 centimeter. A little known and surprising fact. Johnny Depp, known for his acting roles, is also famous for his unusual hobby of collecting Barbie dolls, a passion that has become popular among many fans. In the first Jurassic Park movie, the sound of the T-Rex shaking its prey is actually the sound of a dog shaking its toy. Chameleons, which belong to the reptile group, change color not only to camouflage, but also to communicate with others and regulate their body temperature. The South Atlantic anomaly is a region where the Earth's magnetic field is weaker, affecting satellites and electronic equipment. The Wang Tunnel Road in China was hand-carved into a mountain and is famous for its danger and stunning views through open windows. This is the multicolored giant squirrel of the Indian jungle. It's twice the size of a typical squirrel and can leap up to 8 meters between trees. Bamboo is a plant known for its rapid growth under optimal conditions and is found worldwide. This is the new banana species already being grown in the Canary Islands. It is blue and has a vanilla-like flavor. Did you know that the current U.S. flag was designed by a high school student in Ohio in 1958 as a school project? The iconic Coca-Cola bottle was designed to be recognizable even in the dark or by eye touch, and it has remained virtually unchanged since then. Latte coffee absorbs caffeine more slowly due to the fat in the milk. The Pan American Highway, which stretches from Alaska to Argentina, is the longest continuous road in the world, covering approximately 30,000 kilometers. The narrowest house in the world is in Poland and measures 92 centimeters wide. At its narrowest point, this is the magical portal that connects New York City with Dublin in real time via a circular screen that streams live video between the two cities. In Oregon, United States, there is a smiling forest where the trees form a happy face each year. This is because they are fir trees that turn yellow in autumn. This is the smallest video game console in the world, called Tumbi, with preloaded games and a screen of 72 by 40 pixels. According to current statistics, approximately 1 person in 2 billion lives to be 116 years old or more. Cellar spiders of the Fucus genus are the most common in homes and are known for their long legs. Did you know that Kiribati in the Central Pacific Ocean is the only country in the world with territory in all 4 hemispheres: north, south, east, and west? The queen ant can live up to 30 years. Podcasts are audio or video programs you can listen to or watch online about a wide variety of topics, from news to comedy or wellness. The famous Ilha da Queimada Grande, off the coast of Brazil, is full of venomous snakes, a species currently endangered. Access is restricted for safety. Common green bees exist in Costa Rica and Panama. The equator crosses a total of 13 countries, including Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, Maldives, Indonesia, and others. The moon is hit by about 2,800 kilometers of space matter daily. Drift Mansion in the United States is an Airbnb with a private racetrack. The dream stay for motorsport fans, although the rent can be high due to its exclusivity. Spam was a canned food widely used during World War II due to its long shelf life and ease of transport. Snowflakes can take between 5 minutes and several hours to reach the ground, depending on cloud height, temperature, and air currents. Sea level is not completely flat everywhere. This is due to two main factors: Earth's rotation and variations in gravity. Most Disney characters wear gloves to simplify animation. The jellyfish that feeds on sunlight, like plants, is known as the upside-down jellyfish. The massive migration of crabs on Christmas Island is one of the most spectacular events in the animal kingdom. Millions of red land crabs migrate to the sea to reproduce, creating a unique and breathtaking scene. NASA has two twin satellites named Tom and Jerry. They are called this because one always follows the other. A curious insect due to its shape is the Philiidae, also known as the leaf insect. Its shape and coloring perfectly mimic the leaves in its environment, providing camouflage from predators. South Beach, Miami Beach, Florida, is known for its popular beaches and the glamorous atmosphere of its restaurants, led by celebrity chefs. The movie The Lion King outperformed Pocahontas at the box office, even though the latter had hired the best animators to work on it. Did you know that the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt is the tallest pyramid in the world? It is one of humanity's greatest cultural treasures. In 1997, the capital of Montserrat, Plymouth, was evacuated due to volcanic eruptions. Today, Plymouth is a ghost town. Between Africa and Antarctica lies a frozen, uninhabited island called Bouvet, or Bouvet-Toya, which belongs to Norway. Did you know that high atmospheric pressure brings clear skies, while low pressure causes clouds and rain? This was the first photo of the entire Earth, known as Blue Marble. It was taken by the Apollo 17 crew on December 7, 1972, during their mission to the moon. Days were shorter when dinosaurs roamed the Earth. It's estimated that they lasted only 22 hours. Water itself is not considered wet, as wetness refers to a liquid's ability to adhere to a solid surface. The fabulous Amazon milk frog is known for looking like a little robot, thanks to its large eyes and smooth, shiny skin. Melanistic foxes are a rare variation of red fox with black or dark gray fur instead of the typical reddish color. The world's oldest wooden wheel, over 5,000 years old, was discovered in 2002 near Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia. Snails have between 1,000 and 12,000 teeth, although they look nothing like ours. The Las Vegas Strip offers incredible views from its tower, as well as a thrilling amusement park at the top, featuring roller coasters and free-fall rides. The technology used to make smartphones has required the registration of approximately 250,000 different patents. Black cards are exclusive credit cards for individuals with high purchasing power. They also offer premium benefits like personalized assistance and access to VIP airport lounges. The Transformer robot exists and was made from a functional BMW. This is the frilled neck lizard, which inspired the Dilophosaurus in Jurassic Park. The first computer mouse was created in 1963 and was made of wood. In Uppsala, Sweden, students have the tradition of screaming at 10 p.m. to release academic stress. This is the stunning beauty of Lake Potso in Indonesia, known for its crystal clear waters, making it a natural wonder located in the Sulawesi Islands. This is the world's oldest pencil, found in a 10th century house and now part of Faber-Castell's private collection. This is the future of Lenovo laptops, a 17.3-inch transparent screen. Native birds of Australia are expert sound mimics, capable of imitating other animals, and even artificial sounds like horns, hammers, or chainsaws. The Bengal tiger is the largest feline in the world. Turbulence in airplanes is unpredictable and is mainly caused by unstable air currents, other planes' wakes, mountains, or storms. Soft drinks taste better in glass bottles because they preserve flavor and aroma more effectively, protect from light, and offer a better sensory experience. The movie Titanic, 1997, directed by James Cameron, is famous for its depiction of the ship's sinking and its epic romance. It's also among the top 3 most watched films in history. Goats are resistant to poison ivy, and the toxins it produces usually don't affect the quality of their milk. Hyenas are genetically more closely related to cats than to dogs. Did you know that the first place in the world to celebrate the New Year is in the Pacific Ocean? Specifically, on the island of Kiritimati, in the Republic of Kiribati. In 1889, the Margherita pizza was named in honor of Queen Margherita of Italy, who tasted a pizza decorated with the colors of the Italian flag. Spheres of the same color can appear different due to the fascinating influence of surrounding colors. Baby rhinoceroses make a sound that resembles the meow of a cat. A new species of glass sponge was recently discovered in the Mediterranean Sea. In 2015, Samantha Cristoforetti became the first astronaut to drink espresso in space, thanks to a collaboration between the Italian Space Agency and NASA. Army ants are capable of forming living bridges with their own bodies to reach their targets. Despite their long necks, giraffes have only 7 neck vertebrae, the same number as humans. Women generally have larger pupils than men. Sea otters sleep holding hands to prevent drifting apart while floating in the water. Did you know that dogs' ears and the folds in them are shaped to help trap and funnel scents toward their nose, enhancing their tracking ability? In the Arabic language, words are written from right to left, but Arabic numerals are written from left to right. The arrow next to the fuel gauge in a car shows which side the gas cap is on. In this case, the left. In some remote areas of the United States, interstate highways can be used as emergency landing strips during extreme situations. Plants existed before seeds, according to the fossil record. The first plants resembled mosses and reproduced via single-celled spores. Some species of bees bite into branches to hold themselves steady while they sleep, preventing the wind from moving them. The coat of arms of Colombia still includes a map of Panama, reflecting its historical connection. Frogs and other amphibians absorb water through their skin, so they rarely drink water like most animals do. Watermelons are made up of about 92% water. Both the red and white parts are nutritious and healthy. Snakes use their tongues to folly by detecting chemical particles in their environment. The ideal nap for most people should last between 10 to 20 minutes. These power naps boost alertness without interfering with nighttime sleep. The tallest horse ever recorded by the Guinness World Records is a miniature horse named Thumbelina. The Eiffel Tower is the most visited monument in the world, attracting millions of tourists every year. Xpeng, a company known for its innovations in electric vehicles, has developed a helicopter kit that transforms a car into a flying car. Leonardo da Vinci designed plans for a mechanical knight, operated by pulleys. Nearly 500 years later, a functioning model was successfully built. Lesotho, San Marino, and the Vatican are the only countries in the world completely surrounded by another country. Pigs are physically incapable of looking directly upward. Did you know that Manhattan Island in New York was once home to dense forests, streams, and a wide range of wildlife, including moose, lynx, and even black bears? These are liquid trees, urban bioreactors that help reduce air pollution by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. Astronauts can lose up to 15% of their muscle mass during a 6-month stay in space. Some autonomous driving companies have used the video game GTA 5 to train their AI algorithms due to its highly realistic virtual environments. New banknotes subconsciously encourage people to spend less, as they trigger a desire to preserve their pristine condition. Horses generally sleep while standing up. The northernmost sand dunes in the world are in Saskatchewan, Canada, reaching heights of up to 30 meters. Wolves communicate through howls that can be heard from several kilometers away. This is Wilson Airless Gen 1, an innovative 3D printed basketball with no air, designed by Wilson. Some octopus species can lay up to 56,000 eggs at once to increase the chances of survival. Did you know that Superman's creators, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, sold the rights to DC Comics in 1930 for just $30? Dolphins can heal from shallow shark bites due to their regenerative tissue and elastic skin. Beavers' teeth are orange because of their high iron content, which also strengthens them. According to quantum theory, electrons might be capable of living forever. Flamingos are born gray or white. They only turn pink after consuming brine shrimp and algae. Dinosaur fossils have been discovered on every continent, including Antarctica. This map in orange shows the full extent of the Roman Empire at its peak. Today, the city of Rome is known as the Eternal City due to its continuous history, spanning over 2,500 years. Hippos cannot swim well. Their bones are so dense that they sink and instead walk along the riverbed. On average, men speak about 15,000 words per day, while women speak around 30,000. Due to the Coriolis effect, tornadoes rotate counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Cats and other felines cannot taste sweetness because they lack the necessary taste receptors. Some insects can fly at high altitudes. There's evidence they reach up to 3.25 kilometers above sea level. In 1582, many countries switched from the Julian to the Gregorian calendar, skipping 10 days to better align with the seasons. Bats are the only mammals capable of a true flight. The jaguarundi, also known as the morocea, is a wild feline with physical traits resembling otters and weasels. Lego produces more toy tires annually than any real tire manufacturer in the world. Rhode Island is the smallest U.S. state by land area and the 7th least populated. The borzoi, also known as the Russian Greyhound, is a dog breed known for its long, narrow snout. Although often called tentacles, octopuses technically have 8 arms. The creators of The Simpsons purposely left the location of Springfield ambiguous. There are 35 Springfields in the West, keeping the town's true location a mystery. In recent years, the richest 1% of the global population has accumulated nearly twice as much wealth as the rest of the world combined. The two most recently formed countries are Montenegro in 2006 and South Sudan in 2011. The relative speed between two airplanes traveling in opposite directions equals the sum of their actual speeds. Emperor penguins are the tallest living penguin species, typically standing around 120 centimeters. The two best-selling video games in history are Minecraft and Tetris, proving that simple designs can dominate the digital entertainment industry. This is the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History in Washington, D.C., known for its exhibits on minerals, fossils, and natural life. Turritopsis dohrnii is a species of jellyfish capable of reverting to its juvenile stage, effectively making it biologically immortal. Only 2 national flags in the world include the color purple: Dominica in the bird's plumage and Nicaragua in the rainbow stripe. This is the restaurant of the future. With this prototype table called Hull, augmented reality allows you to see your dish before ordering. The Borneo cat is one of the rarest and least known feline species in the world. The Chongqing Metro in China is famous for lines that pass directly through buildings, a design adapted to the city's mountainous and urban terrain. Australia is the first country to implement futuristic traffic signs that use laser projections on water curtains to warn truck drivers about height restrictions. The King Da Ka roller coaster was the first to reach a height of 139 meters and a top speed of 206 kilometers per hour, accelerating in just 3.5 seconds from launch. In Germany, the Hohenzollern Bridge is famous for the love locks that couples attach before throwing the key into the river to symbolize eternal love. This is the Lindt home of Chocolate Museum in Switzerland, the world's largest interactive chocolate museum. Cats' noses have unique and distinct patterns, much like human fingerprints. In 2001, commemorative Pokémon coins were issued in the territory of Niue and are now highly prized by collectors. Canada's Northern Territories, Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut cover an area nearly equal to that of the entire country of India. A couple got married 120 meters above ground, standing only on a net suspended at 5 points, an extraordinary wedding held in Hainan, China. Mont Saint-Michel in France is a stunning medieval structure on a rocky island, attracting tourists with its historic charm and scenic views. In the English language, there is no number containing the letter A before 1,000. Perfectly straight lines don't exist. When viewed up close, even lasers have slight irregularities or bends. Did you know? You cannot hum or sing while holding your nose shut. This is Novokuznetsk, Russia, a surreal-looking housing complex where nearly 20,000 people live, known for its overwhelming architectural scale. The heliopause is the boundary where the sun's solar wind meets interstellar space, marking the edge of the solar system. There are over 1 million known insect species in the world. This is Hyundai's innovative parking solution, designed for people who dislike maneuvering into tight spaces. The Pacific Ocean is the largest in the world, covering more than 63 million square miles. The color orange was named after the fruit, not the other way around. There's a unique piece of land between Egypt and Sudan, known as Bir Tawil, that belongs to no country and spans about 2,000 square kilometers. The world's largest hand-woven pavilion is located in Etzatlan, Jalisco, Mexico, at over 2,800 meters above sea level. Kiwis are flightless birds native to New Zealand and are often mistaken for mammals due to their fur-like feathers and nocturnal habits. Oymyakon in eastern Siberia, Russia, is one of the coldest inhabited places on Earth. While giant pandas are typically black and white, a unique brown panda named Kizai exists. He is the only one known of his kind. The Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy began to tilt shortly after construction started in 1173 AD due to unstable ground. The world's oldest known trousers are over 3,000 years old and once belonged to a nomadic horseman. It's estimated that the human eye can distinguish up to 10 million different colors. The red-lipped batfish is known for its vivid, pouty lips that give it an oddly human, frowning appearance. Obsidian is the sharpest naturally occurring material. It can be fractured down to the molecular level. Some planets, like Venus and Jupiter, are bright enough to be seen during the day if you know where to look. Some places look surreal, like Euskar, a village in Spain painted entirely blue to promote the Smurfs movie, a change the residents voted to keep. The feathers of the eider duck in Iceland are the most expensive in the world, highly prized for their warmth and softness. A crossbreed of the Kai Bisonte is known as a buffalo. In the 1996, the Monaco Grand Prix, only 3 Formula One cars finished the race, with the rest retiring due to various issues, an event highlighted in many documentaries. Cerro de la Silla, in Nuevo León, Mexico, is a natural landmark known for its scenic beauty and distinctive saddle-like shape, making it a symbol of Monterrey. Snakes can sense ground vibrations from long distances, which helps them detect approaching danger and may even allow them to predict earthquakes. The Madagascan chameleon is one of the smallest vertebrates in the world. The word quiz dates back to the 17th century, and by the 1780s in the UK, it was commonly used to describe an academic test or examination. This was the first flower ever grown in space, on board the International Space Station. Rubbing stainless steel underwater can help neutralize strong odors on your hands, such as garlic or fish. Singapore Airport is home to the world's tallest indoor waterfall, located in the Jewel Terminal. Some cruise lines offer permanent residency packages, allowing people to live on board, as if in a floating luxury resort. Many species of ants release strong-smelling chemicals when they are agitated, threatened, or crushed. The first online social network, launched in 1997, was 6 Degrees, allowing users to create profiles and connect with friends, paving the way for modern social media. In a group of just 23 people, there is over a 50% chance that 2 of them share the same birthday, a phenomenon known as the birthday paradox. The roll-up pedestrian bridge over Paddington Canal in London coils into an octagonal shape to let boats pass. An engineering marvel. Poison dart frogs, native to Central and South America, use their bright colors and toxic skin to deter predators. Elvis Presley's famous home, Graceland, is located in Memphis, Tennessee, not Manchester, and is one of the top tourist attractions in the United States. When your sleep is frequently interrupted, you're more likely to remember your dreams. The world's largest clock face is located on the Abrush Al Bayt Towers in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. In China, a replica of Paris called Tianducheng was built in 2007, complete with an Eiffel Tower replica. The Oscars were originally called the Academy Awards of Merit. Sloths can hold their breath underwater for several minutes, and their fur hosts a tiny ecosystem of algae, insects, and moths. Pigs are considered the 4th most intelligent animals, after chimpanzees, dolphins, and elephants. The Amazon River, one of Brazil's natural wonders, is the longest river in the world, stretching approximately 7,062 kilometers. A 2-legged robot developed by Oregon State University set a Guinness World Record by running 100 meters in under 25 seconds. Like humans, dogs can be left or right-pawed, which is evident in the way they play, walk, or manipulate objects. During World War II, a Dutch ship disguised itself as an island to evade Japanese detection, a clever wartime strategy. Russia spans across 11 time zones, the most of any country in the world. The tallest chimney in Europe is in Slovenia, and it has become a hotspot for extreme climbers. Montes longicorns are a type of grasshopper known for their incredibly long antennae. It's estimated that there could be as many as 6 billion Earth-like planets in our galaxy. Did you know that approximately $21 billion worth of gift cards have gone unredeemed in the US because people forgot or didn't use them in time? Lionel Messi's first contract with FC Barcelona was signed in a coffee shop on a napkin, which was recently auctioned for a large sum. The design of Oreo cookies, including their shape and the pattern on the cream filling, was inspired by the moon and the stars. Chandbauri, an ancient stepwell in Rajasthan, India, was built in the 9th century and is famous for its intricate architecture with over 3,500 steps. A futuristic keyboard has been developed with a screen underneath its keys, allowing it to play videos. It would take about 50 million helium-filled balloons to lift a house, like the one in the movie Up. On Diamond Beach in Iceland, glacial ice fragments from Yokulsarlon wash ashore, creating an incredible contrast against the black sand. India has recently overtaken China as the world's most populous country. The human brain can sense when someone is watching you, even while you sleep, a phenomenon sometimes referred to as scopisthesia. The shoebill, native to Africa, not South America, is a large bird with a unique shoe-shaped beak. It feeds on fish, amphibians, and reptiles in swampy wetlands. If the oceans disappeared, about 70% of Earth's surface, including submerged mountains and canyons, would be revealed. Gravity and aging cause your nose and ears to appear larger over time due to reduced skin elasticity and drooping tissue. Sierra Leone in West Africa has been rated as the world's roundest country in terms of shape. In the Black Forest of Germany, some traditional houses are uniquely built on tree trunks for structural and cultural reasons. Only about 25% of the Sahara Desert is covered in sand. The rest is made up of rocky plateaus, gravel plains, mountains, and oases. The sound effects of fighter jets in Star Wars. The explorers were inspired by recordings of German World War II aircraft. After water, tea is the most consumed beverage globally, with a history that began in ancient China over 4,000 years ago. Bill Gates has a giant periodic table in his office, which contains samples of nearly all known elements. You can use the stem of a dandelion as a whistle by blowing into it. A fun, natural instrument. Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, a Gothic masterpiece, began construction in 1163 and was completed in 1345. The James Webb Space Telescope, launched in 2021, is the successor to the Hubble telescope, designed to study the earliest galaxies in the universe. The dwarf lantern shark is the smallest known shark, measuring about 22 centimeters in length. NEOM's The Line and IDA, a futuristic megacity under construction in Saudi Arabia, is expected to house 600,000 people and include attractions like a Formula One track and a water park. The word education contains all 5 vowels in order, but the shortest English word that does so is sequoia. The Independence Day Parade in Washington, D.C. features patriotic displays including marching bands, floats, and fireworks. All airplanes use navigation lights, green on the right wing, red on the left wing, and white on the tail to indicate position and direction. The axolotl, an aquatic amphibian native to Mexico, is one of the most unusual species in the world and is critically important for scientific and biodiversity research. The most expensive Tesla model is the Cybertruck Cyberbeast, priced at $99,990, with deliveries expected in 2025. Some rivers never reach the ocean. Instead, they end in lakes or deserts. A famous example is the Okavango River in Botswana. The terracotta army of China's first emperor was discovered in 1974 and includes over 1,000 life-sized clay soldiers and horses. In Istanbul, Turkey, a special turbine captures air displaced by vehicles to generate electricity. A building in London had mirrored windows placed in such a way that they reflected and melted nearby cars due to intense sunlight. In Talkeetna, Alaska, a cat named Stubbs was the honorary mayor for more than 10 years, a symbolic role beloved by locals and tourists alike. In the 1990s, a shipment accident caused 29,000 rubber ducks to spill into the ocean, helping scientists track ocean currents and plastic pollution. There is a McDonald's restaurant in New Zealand, housed inside a decommissioned airplane. On average, a 4-year-old child asks between 100 and 400 questions per day, a testament to their natural curiosity. Surprisingly, the cotton candy machine was invented by a dentist in 1897. The Trans-Siberian Railway, the most famous railway in the world, connects European Russia to the Far East and the Pacific Ocean, crossing diverse and stunning landscapes and even extending to Mongolia, China and North Korea. Antipodes are opposite points on Earth. For example, some parts of Argentina and Chile have antipodes located in China. In Dubai, strict debt laws have led to numerous abandoned luxury cars on the streets, left behind by owners who could no longer afford them. Louis Vuitton redefined luxury with an exclusive 2-story floating island in Singapore, which has quickly become a popular tourist attraction. A stray kitten and a lynx formed an unlikely friendship at the Leningrad Zoo and have remained inseparable for over 10 years. A drop of water takes about 90 days to travel the entire Mississippi River, covering over 3,700 kilometers from Minnesota to the Gulf of Mexico. Artist Indy Daku creates powerful art installations by cutting out letters that cast shadow messages on the ground when illuminated by the sun. Dolly the sheep was the first cloned animal in history. You can see her preserved remains on display at the National Museum of Scotland. The longest possible straight-line walk on Earth covers about 13,589 kilometers, stretching from Liberia to China. In Copenhagen, Denmark, a waste-to-energy plant not only produces clean energy, it also features a ski slope on its roof. The first Marvel superhero was not Captain America, but the Human Torch, who debuted in 1939. Asia is the largest continent, covering about 80.6% of Earth's total surface area. Did you know that Uranus was originally named George in honor of King George III? The name stuck for over 40 years before being changed. In Japan, old telephone booths have been creatively transformed into goldfish aquariums on the streets. Valentina Tereshkova became the first woman in space in 1963 aboard the Soviet spacecraft Vostok 6. Shaving does not cause hair to grow back thicker. It only appears that way because of the blunt edge created by cutting the hair. Ostriches are the largest and fastest birds in the world, capable of running at speeds up to 70 kilometers per hour. In the year 1800, only 3% of people lived in urban areas. By the year 2000, that number had risen to 47%. Viewing pictures of animals while working can improve mood, enhance attention to detail, and boost productivity. Sand snakes avoid the heat of the day by hiding underground and ambush their prey during cooler hours. Bridges freeze faster than roads because they are exposed to cold air from both above and below, unlike streets which only freeze from above. The Panama Canal connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans and is one of the most important trade routes in the world. Sea scallops move slowly across the ocean floor, using tiny feet to search for food and shelter. The piano was invented by Bartolomeo Cristofori in Italy in the early 18th century. The fastest recorded speed of a falling raindrop is about 30 kilometers per hour. In China, a traffic jam once stretched 100 kilometers and lasted an unbelievable 11 days. Mauna Loa, located on Hawaii's Big Island, is the largest volcano on Earth by volume and surface area. The Gran Telescopio Canarias, located on La Palma Island in Spain, is one of the largest optical telescopes in the world. Mount Rushmore, located in South Dakota, features the carved faces of 4 U.S. presidents: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. The stars we see from Earth are actually images from the past. For instance, if a star is 100 light-years away, we see it as it was 100 years ago due to the time it takes for its light to reach us. In Yukon, Canada, there is a famous signpost forest that was started by a soldier in 1942. The Heavenly Pit is the largest natural sinkhole in the world, located in China's Chongqing province. A baby panda is smaller than a teacup when it is born. If you like our videos, don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Thank you for making it this far. See you in the next video.